Hello everyone, I'm Piza. I'm a product manager here at Axpr, and this week we are working in our annual audit program with our colleagues from Baker Hughes. Please, I have here my friend Lucas and Araldi. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Lucas. I'm the coordinator for the Masoneilan consolidated products here for the annual audit certification with Araldi, our friend.
Araldi. I'm with Baker Hughes IET division for channel partner audits based out of Jacksonville, Florida, and happy to be here with Axpr and the team, and having a good, productive few days during the annual audits for GTC and Mark.
Oh, great, thank you all. Well, we're working with Baker Hughes since 2020, and from there we passed for some annual auditions, and we now hold the GTC and Mark label for services in control and safety valves here in Brazil. And I would like to know some difference that we can see comparing services market here in Brazil and what happened in the US. Could you please tell us a bit more what you found, for example, for safety valves in terms of testing and repair, how it works over there?
Okay. Yeah. So let me give you a little perspective on it. So North America is the safety valves, safety relief valves are heavily regulated by ASME and National Board. ASME is the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, and National Board is the valve repair side of that. Also, National Board is the audit arm of ASME. So every safety relief valve, I'll say repair center in the US is VR certified, valve repair via National Board. Then we have assemblers that act on behalf of the manufacturer. Those assemblers are either ASME Section 1 or ASME Section 13 certified through National Board and the National Board Testing Laboratory in Columbus, Ohio. So how does that equate to Brazil or to other areas of the world? We took a page out of National Board's playbook, if you will, and what they do is they will come in to audit an assembler or audit a VR shop and watch the technicians assemble a valve, test the valve, and then those valves get sent to the National Board laboratory in Columbus, Ohio. There they will test the valve on their test stands, and they will flow the valve along with the set pressure of the valve. So they're looking at things that normally we can't do out in the field, and that is flow the valve. So if the valve is going to flow at 100 gallons per minute, they will make sure it's going to flow 100 gallons per minute. That's their certification. Now, equate that to what we do for what we call non-ASME GTCs, or a GTC Valve Fast or a GTC Repair Center outside of North America, such as Axpr is certified to. We have set and tested valves that we require the channel partner to purchase from Deer Park or from Jacksonville, and then we come down and audit them to make sure their test stands and their personnel are compliant to those, I'll say, golden valves that are already set and tested. We don't touch them when we're here, but we make sure their test stands operate correctly to those valves. A little bit different than what National Board does, but we find it makes it much easier for the channel partners outside the U.S. to go with this type of program instead of trying to import valves to the U.S. and export them back out again. So happy to say Axpr did that with flying colors. They are certified Valve Fast Center for GTC and Repair Center as well. So hats off to you guys. You've done a great job. Great job. So as again in the U.S. Again the assemblers are ASME 1 or 13 certified, excuse me, and then VR valve repair or TO, which is test only. So in the U.S., most states require ASME or VR certification for whatever the scope is for that repair facility. Most of the insurers of the plants in the U.S. require a little bit more. So if they're going to insure a refinery or a chemical plant or something like that, they might say all of your safety valves might require more frequent inspections or frequent tests. That's when our channel partners, if they have a TO, will go out on site and test valves. Make sure they're still working, make sure they still are going to operate for the safety and security of that plant. So that's one of the differences we see in the U.S. versus outside the U.S. Outside the U.S., it's not not as code-driven a requirement as it is in the U.S., but also the insurers in the U.S. require that extra level of certification or safety. They want to make sure that those valves are going to operate when they're needed, because if they operate one time, something is wrong, and that's why we have safety valves.